So I want to allow you to respond. You were, I think, given your first Pinnochios by Glenn Kessler of the Washington Post, who took issue with a tweet you wrote said, once again, 129 million people with pre-existing conditions could be denied coverage, and insurers could charge sick people more than money. He points out that you hinge a lot on the word could yeah. charge, but he says, quote, Harris uses a very high figure to suggest that everyone with a pre-existing condition is at risk. The gap between her number and the reality of who might be affected is too large to ignore. What's your response?
Well, listen, there's a lot of information that exists about which populations are impacted by demographic, and when you break down the numbers according to which demographic, the numbers change. We stand by the reality that when we look at the failure to push for reform of the Affordable Care Act, and instead the push to eliminate the Affordable Care Act will result in 24 million Americans losing access to health care. For California, it's about 3 to 5 million people. These are very large numbers. We can quibble over the exact statistics and data depending on your source, but there is an undeniable reality that if they get rid of the Affordable Care Act, there are millions of Americans that will lose their health care. That's undeniable.